9 years had passed since the summer of 1995, and the recovery of the aircraft had been a remarkable achievement. Carl Kasgaard and two Norwegians, Tor and Ralph, had located the World War II bomber at the bottom of Lake Mjosa. Using advanced technology, Scott Knox and Dag Ammerud had developed a special underwater lifting device which had worked to perfection. In Canada, Jeff Jeffrey formed HAA, the Halifax Aircraft Association, with a number of veterans who had flown or worked on the planes in the war. This group would become the restoration team, and over a 9-year period had reconstructed the plane. Carl formed a second group, Halifax 57 Rescue, which works tirelessly to this day, searching and reconstructing a second Halifax bomber in Nanton, Alberta for Canada's veterans. But now it was 2004, and the Aviation Museum at RCAF Trenton, Ontario had expanded, and Halifax NA337 was being moved to its new hangar on the base. It would take more time, but the veterans and volunteers would not be denied. And this new building was about to become the permanent home of Halifax Aircraft NA337.
So Jeff, that day we were sitting there on the thing, how did you feel that day? How do you feel now?
I have tears in my heart and tears in my eyes, Jim. It's just an amazing thing to see what's happened now after all these years. It's 9 years now. Remember I told Elaine it would be 2 years. We've lost friends since then, but a tremendous volunteer crew has spent hundreds of hours restoring the aircraft. It's just an amazing thing. And all the members who have supplied the financial requirements to do the job, over $1 million. And over 250,000 hours of volunteer work. It's stunning.
Over 250,000 hours?
1,000 hours.
That's incredible.
There's one fellow here who has kept track of his hours, and he spent over 10,000 hours himself.
We done it.
Congratulations.
We done it.
It's absolutely fantastic. It's 8-9 years of whatever. And I guess getting home and opening up that bottle of Dom Perignon that somebody gave me in 1995, it's going to be a pleasure.
Did you think it would take this long?
10 years is what we planned. We're a wee bit early. We're not finished yet.
How important is this airplane to you?
Like radio. The airplane is, I guess, the medium that draws all the really important things, which is the people around. We've had thousands and thousands and thousands of visitors. Those that served with the Halifax and those that were family and friends of Halifax.
How much work was involved in putting it together to this level?
We did a count about a month ago. It came up to 330,000 man hours. And that's a lot of guys here now with over 10,000 hours each.
How many people is that?
Well, we've got a little over 200, but only about 55 that are still active.
And the completion date, when do you think that'll be?
Whenever they complete the building, will probably be about 8 or 9 months after they finish the building. We need a little bit of time inside. Once the roof is on and the heat is on and the air can go into that building, and we can paint it. It'll be there. I don't ever want to finish it. I like what's going on right now.
So how do you feel about today?
It's rather exciting. It's the beginning. We just look forward to the museum being completed so that our Halifax will have its super home for everybody to see and visit. And they'll be able to come in and touch it and have that feeling. So many of the veterans.
Why did you do it?
Well, my husband was a pilot of the Halifax, and I know his love for the Air Force, for the flying, and I felt that it was an adventure, which it has proven to be. It has kept us very busy for all these years, and we are so pleased at the response to our Halifax Aircraft Association. It's been all the people, the veterans, their sons and daughters that have contributed small amounts and large amounts that have helped us to restore this beautiful bird.
How does Jeff feel about it? Like you know an inside, and he's not here right now. So how does he feel about it?
Well, it seems to have taken over our lives, and we both feel very strongly about it. He's very excited and very intense and very anxious to have it completed so that all the people can see it, and for the next generation and the future generations.
So how do you feel right now?
Terrific.
How important is today to you?
This is very important. This is the control center of the Halifax farm.
How important was today to you, though?
Today was very important.
Why?
We've seen the making of history today. Over 10 years we've been working on this today. And the crew that have been restoring this aircraft deserve all the credit.
What do you got in your hand there?
This is a pilot's control. It controls the throttles of the aircraft as well as the RPM.
Do you have an estimated date on the finished completion of the airplane?
I can't give you that, but I'm sure Bill Titilia can give you a rough estimate.
We've already given them a date. Be about 8 to 10 months after we get into the new building. And that, I guess probably 2007 would be a good guess. That's what we're shooting for right now. 1st of April 2007.
Well, I guess when we started, we were sure it was going to happen, but we didn't think that it would be 750,000 rivets later and 10 years later, and we still have a couple more years to go. It's taken a lot longer than we thought. I think when we looked at the aircraft when it came out of the lake, it looked beautiful. We didn't realize that it had to be completely dismantled and put back together again. But it's looking real now, and it's just marvelous.
The aircraft still had a lot of work to be done, but that didn't matter. By this time, every veteran who had ever flown to Halifax had heard of this remarkable story. It would become a centerpiece for the museum, and no one could deny its importance as a rare historical masterpiece of aviation technology. They had hoped the plane would be ready in 2005 for its 10-year anniversary of the recovery, and although there would be a lot of work to do, the volunteers were determined to get the job done. Today, we invite you to visit Halifax NA337 at the National Air Force Museum of Canada at RCAF, Trenton, Ontario.